realized after I made this video that I forgot to talk about Amanita Nightshade. She is kind of the star of the mini series of episodes about the whole Gloom and Bloom line. And I don't know where my Amanita doll is, and I didn't really like her that much anyway. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to my world where no matter how old you get, you never need to grow up. And I think we're all really excited about the return of Monster High. As I keep saying, I refuse to call it a reboot. It is not a reboot, it is a return. And it's gonna be a glorious return. And so I've been looking at a lot of my Monster High dolls, and I really have to organize shelves. I keep saying that. I've just been like so lazy. Hopefully the summer's gonna perk me back up. But I was looking and I was like, you know what? There's this one release. They came out in 2014 and they were really underrated. Like, I don't think they got the love that they should have gotten. And so I wanted to share 4 of the dolls with you today. I'm not sharing one of them because I don't know where she is and I didn't like her anyway. So these are the Gloom and Bloom dolls. These came out in 2014. This was around, the concept was, because we always had to have a concept, right? The concept was that the corpse flower blooms once every 1,300 years. So they were celebrating the blooming of the corpse flower. Now, the Jane Boolittle version of this doll, I will put a picture here. There you go, Jane Boolittle. I just never really warmed up to Jane, either as a character or as a doll. It almost felt like she was almost like another Draculaura looking, even though she doesn't really look anything like Draculaura. I don't know. She just didn't do it for me. I'm just being honest. I just couldn't get into it. It's like, was Dr. Dolittle really a monster? Or was he just a dude who could talk to animals? So how does Jane really fit in here? Then there was that weird thing, like in that when her first doll, she came with a staff that was like a pen, and then she had like this like a backpack and like these little like 3 little pieces of paper you could write something on and stick it in the backpack. Like, I don't even know what that was. What was that? I don't know. So yeah, she didn't quite do it for me, but the Gloom and Bloom dolls, on the other hand, I think the execution on this was really, really good, considering it could have been, you know, with what they did later on with the garden ghouls, which was, ooh. All right, here, take a look at the garden ghouls. Ooh. No, tree lady, no. Oh my God, oh God. And by the way, if you ever want to check to see, like, you know, when did a release come out? What was released? What are all the Monster High dolls? Monster High checklist has been always my go-to. It was created by someone who was loving Monster High back in the days when we were loving Monster High and still loving Monster High, and she still loves Monster High, and it's just a really great resource. So whenever I'm wondering, like, what was that release called, or when did that come out, or which dolls were in that, Monster High checklist. I'll put a link down below. Okay, so my first doll from the Gloom and Bloom, let me put on my glasses so I can see what you're seeing on the LCD. Now, like I said, we don't have Jane. She's in this house somewhere. I don't care. Didn't go looking for her. And these 4 were actually all together in the curio cabinet. That's how I know I really, really liked them. So this is Catrine Demue, who really didn't get to do much, you know, in the series, but she certainly got a lot of dolls. She showed up in a lot of releases. So there's her big floral headpiece thing. And her hair is like super it's just like a side pony, but it's fine. It's totally fine. I really dig the print on her dress. And I like how, you know, they did these outfits and all, you know, their color schemes, and just, this is when things were good. She's got a little satin belt. We've got like this little black pleather flower thingy going on. She even still has her rake attached to her hand. Wow. And look, the dress is like a high-low kind of thing. And she's even got a little underdress so she's not flashing everybody. And then I think the thing that really won me over for some stupid reason on these dolls is these big flower things that they put on their ankles. They're like ankle corsages. And I know they're like big, ugly blobs of plastic, but like from far away, when you look at this on a shelf, it's really quite appealing. And I really like it. Like, she's my least favorite, aside from Jane Doolittle, of the dolls. And I think her things really do just look like big blobs of purple plastic. But I think she's just really cute. And I like how they did this. And of course, she's got her tail. I just really like the execution of this concept. You know, the designers put thought and work into this and created something really, really cool. And, you know, didn't make it like totally ridiculous either. Like, it could have been, well, it could have been garden ghouls. Next up, I'm trying to figure, I don't know if I'm going to do these. Okay, so I have no idea where her shoes are. No idea where Jina Fire's shoes are. And I'll show you a picture of Jina Fire's shoes. They're really cool. No idea what happened to them. No idea. They are probably in a bin or box somewhere in this house. But Jina Fire's always been a favorite doll. They just did such cool stuff with her, from, you know, the color of her skin to the scales to just really representing that Chinese dragon aesthetic with her. They just did such a good job. I mean, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. And I love her hair. Jina always has such great hair. And this is such a great green color. It just really stands out. And she's got, you know, she's got the black, and she's got this little curl over here. And then we've got that beautiful imperial red with this purple. I really like that. Ooh. That gives me an idea about something. I like the gold, the purple, and the red. I'm gonna have to take a picture and send this to somebody. We're looking at designing something, and we know we want gold and red, and then we're like, well, what are the other colors gonna be? And then she's got this like belt that has these like fake tassels. Look at her. I mean, gosh, we used to get stuff like scaled arms, joints. I don't want to break her elbow joint. I always have trouble with elbow joints. I go trying to move them the wrong way, and then I cripple my poor doll. You know, even her hands, like, wait, let me show you. Look at those long fingers with those claw-like fingernails. You know, because she's a dragon. This gorgeous skirt. Look at this. Look at this. And this was like a $22, $24 doll. Look at how gorgeous this dress is and all of the detail that we used to get. And she's got her gorgeous tail. And this tail stays on. A lot of Jina Fire dolls, the tails would fall off. But on these, they stayed on. I have no idea what happened to the shoes. I am so bummed about the shoes. I will have to look online to see if anyone is selling just the shoes. And then she's got the tassel earrings. So pretty. And her sleeves kind of remind me of chrysanthemums, which would make sense. And look at that. I mean, just look at it. The colors, you know, just, isn't that pretty? Like, you see that in a curio cabinet and you're like, oh, that's art right there. That is so pretty. I just think this is, I love this release. They just did such a great job with this. Wow, I forgot how much I loved her outfit. I mean, look at that. Look at this little detail with the collar and then the red. Love these dolls. Please, can we please get quality like this? Please, please, please. Now, I thought that this was going to be my favorite of the four. But then I was really looking at them and I was like, you know what? Okay, so Venus Mcflytrap, right? There had to be a Venus Mcflytrap in this in this situation, right? Gloom and Bloom, she's the daughter of the Venus Flytrap, so. And I always thought of her as the daughter of Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors, because, you know, it's a big Venus Flytrap. So Venus Mcflytrap, definitely one of my favorite characters from a creativity standpoint of how do you translate a monster like Audrey 2 into a doll. And I think, see, look at me, I'm still struggling with the elbows. Twist the elbow so that it bends. And there's always one elbow I can't get to bend. All right, I give up. There we go, got it. So here's Venus. Now in this version of Venus, she does not have one side of her head shaved because, you know, that's not a look that you always have to have, right? Right? But Venus has such a cool facial sculpt. Love her face. Love the angularity of it. Love her ears. Her ears remind me of the Jolly Green Giant's ears. They're like little cauliflower ears, but in a good way. But then she's got an undercut. See? Oh, she's got Kajinker sticking out of her undercut. Oh my goodness. Really cool makeup. Really cool makeup. And her little hair ornament, like, totally makes sense. It's a Venus flytrap. And I remember we had a Venus flytrap in one of my grammar school classrooms, and it just freaked me out. Like, our teacher put like a dead fly in it. I don't know why the teacher felt the need to catch a fly, let it die, and then feed it. I guess because he was afraid it was going to fly away. I don't know. Why didn't you just... I don't know. But it was very disturbing to me. But it was also very cool. I was like, can't you just feed it chopped meat? And it turns out, yes, you can give them a little piece of the chopped meat. So look at the level of detail on her shirt. Look at that. And then she's got this fishnet sleeves. And then she's got these beautiful bracelets. All in her colors. These are all Venus colors. And this is all Venus flytrap. Totally themed. But look at the scroll work. We've got a little belt. And then the skirt. Look at this. Come on. How cool is that? It's just so cool. So cool. I love her. And I love how, like, her earrings are like sort of like vines. Oh. And then you've got her legs, and then her little, you know, foot corsage things are, of course, Venus flytraps on vines. And then she's just got these really basic black shoes. But again, when you see this sitting in my curio cabinet, it absolutely catches your eye. Like, you just see this and you're like, oh, what's that? What are these dolls? Oh, these are really cool. And it's funny because people come into our house who just were never aware of Monster High for whatever reason. Their kids weren't the right age or whatever. And they're just like, they always end up gravitating over to the curio cabinets, and they start looking and they're like, what are these? And I'm like, those are Monster High dolls. They're awesome. Would you like me to talk to you about Monster High dolls for like 3 hours? Because I could. Please let me talk to you about Monster High for 3 hours. She's just so beautiful. And she's one of my favorite. And of course, she's got her little fangs. Whoop. Show everybody your fangs. There's my fangs. See my little painted on fangs. Yes. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. Loved her facial sculpt. And I think that's the other thing that I love so much about Monster High, and that I hope that they're able to do when they return, is that we have, everybody gets their own face. Like, I love Rainbow High. I think LOL OMG has come a really long way and done some really cool stuff. But the facial sculpts are all the same. So that's why, you know, the accessories and the fashions and the hair really has to be different, because the face is the same face, and it's a very plain face. There's nothing wrong with the faces. They're perfectly nice faces. They're just always the same. So, you know, coming from the Monster High world, I just really wish that they were, you know, more. But I know that's very expensive to do. Okay, so last and never least, the one, the only Cleo Denial. Like I said, I really thought it was going to be Venus, and I think I lost one of Cleo's corsages. But I just really love the outfit and the execution of her look. I love her hair in this. They did some really cool stuff for Cleo here. So first of all, she's always just so beautiful. I mean, when you have a sculpt like this to work with, as far as the face, she's got a hair in front of her face, to work with, I mean, get that hair out of your face, child. It's really, get it out of her face. I'm sorry. It's really hard to mess up a look if this is the facial sculpt you've got, right? I mean, you gotta get up really early in the morning to make an unattractive doll out of that. But I love the blue in her hair. We've seen green, we've seen gold, but this much blue, and there's just a little bit of sparkle, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. Look at that. Oh, it's almost like looking at a night sky, right? It's so pretty. And I had forgotten how pretty the hair was on this doll until I took them out of the cabinet. And then I was like, oh, and I was just sort of zhuzhing their hair. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot her hair was like that. Okay, new favorite. And then her outfit being so true to the theme of Cleo Denial, right? Daughter of the mummy. So this outfit is like super Egyptian, but in a really cool, modernized way. Like look at the flair of this, but it looks, you know, it looks like an Egyptian, it looks like Tutankhamun's headdress, you know, with these stripes and everything. So you've got that, then you've got this belt here, right? And then underneath all of that though, she does have, I've still got it kajinkered together. 1 second. I'll be able to show it to you. Unkajinker it. Okay. So it looks, you know, it's all very Egyptian and very Cleo, but then the skirt, so if she were walking, you know, this would flare out. And then underneath, she's like, yes, darling, I do indeed have this going on. And I believe the corpse flower is an Egyptian thing. I think if I remember the story correctly, I have to go look at the diary. If you remember, let me know. I have my book with the diaries. I brought that downstairs because I thought that would be fun to show to everybody. But like, look at her shoes. Come on. She's got her shoes with the snakes. You know, you got to have your royal cobra heels. And then I am missing one of her leg corsages or ankle corsages. Then look at the back of this outfit. Look at this glittery, it's black and gold alternating threads. So it's not just gold. So it's really beautiful. And then that goes over the dress. I mean, look at this. Again, you see this and you're just like, wow, what is that, right? Doesn't that, you just like, whoa, okay, I need to look at this. I need to stop and look at this look. Oh my God, this is really cool. And I think this release just kind of, I don't know, I never really saw people talking about it too much. You know, I think we were hitting that point where they were just like, it was like release after release after release in 2014, 2015. So, it was, you know, maybe it wasn't making as big a splash as it could have, but whew, look at them. These are beautiful, quality, creative, gorgeous. Look at the camera, honey. Don't call me honey. I am Cleo Denial. I am sorry. So sorry, Cleo. I mean, look at them. I pray that we get dolls that are this caliber of creativity and design and quality and inventiveness. Please, in the name of all that is sacred, please give us Monster High dolls that are like this. I beg of you. I beg of you. So comment down below, let me know if you have these in your collection. I have to go on eBay and look for Jina Fire shoes. Actually, I should go through the big bin of stuff because I have like purses and all of that stuff in a big bin. And I bet you anything, her shoes and the missing ankle corsage are in the big bin of Monster High stuff. Until I see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just so excited. Oh, and I know many of you have asked about the opening the giant box of somebody's collection that I bought live stream, and I finally figured it out. I'm going to film it Not going to do it live because that's going to be very complicated. I'm going to film it, but then we're going to do it as a premiere so we can all watch it at the same time together and talk to each other. That way, I don't have to try to follow the chat at the same time that I'm taking stuff out of the box and making sure that the camera's still working. It means that I can do it all by myself and that I can spend some quality time with you guys while we all geek out about what's in the box. Sound like a plan? All right, so I am going to film it probably this weekend, which means the premiere should probably happen next Saturday, but I will post on all of my socials so you will know to be ready for the premiere. All right? I love you guys so much. Please have a great day. Bye!